Hey everyone, Chris from Cuppa here. I just wanted to run through some of the new features that we've pushed in the last 2 weeks here in terms of building content within Cuppa. You might have noticed some changes in what you've been able to do in the left-hand toolbar specifically, and I would like to go through that. And the first one that I think we should hit is create with chat. So we created a new way to build content. And right away, you'll see it obviously in the create content drop down here. You'll see create with chat, and we'll go there in a second. But right in single article generation, you'll see all these templates that are now redirect to build with chat. And there's a reason for that. And that is because chat, you really can build any type of content with Cuppa. So no longer are we solely focused on just SEO optimized listicles or review articles, how-to articles, general articles. We are now very much open to creating any type of content. Pretty exciting step for us, and even more exciting in terms of the technology. Really, our first step into agentic AI with this create with chat. So pretty exciting to finally be able to release that. Of course, there's more to come. We're always working behind the scenes to push forward how we build content, given the latest models, which continue to impress, of course, and a bit of a game of one-upping each other constantly. Right, May 28th here, so let's see, last week, sorry, Claude 4, Sonnet, and Opus came out. So probably we should expect something new from our friends at OpenAI probably pretty soon, and maybe another DeepSeek model. They just kind of all go around the same quarterly schedule and continue to push the boundaries, which for the consumer, specifically for those that bring your own keys, your API keys, it's a huge win because you're able to plug in your own API keys and continue to get the dwindling cost of each of these models for the time being, which is awesome. So anyway, let's hop into create with chat right now. I'm just going to click as an example here, social post, and show you kind of the features and basically how to build with chat. And basically our two views within chat. So we'll have just this chat window, and then just like ChatGPT, we'll have a canvas view as well, which I can show you in a second. But the key features, let me move me around here. So down here, obviously, just kind of like how the UX works for ChatGPT, we have your model selection here. Obviously OpenAI, Anthropic, and we have Grok 3 as well. Obviously that's different than how ChatGPT works because that's all OpenAI. So, you can select your model. Data source is your custom knowledge set. This is your RAG component. So you're able to, I think I did one. Yeah. So basically I created a custom knowledge set of how I want my LinkedIn to be presented. And built a custom knowledge set. You can just click just to show you an example. You can also attach a file just to help you give context to what you're building. Let me just click that off for the time being. And then, of course, web search opens up, obviously the models to give you live data. Obviously, some of the models are pre-trained, right? So use web search if you're building anything that needs newer content. In my opinion, just always leave it on. And then, you can just start to build. And the cool thing is, let me just show you some of the new ones because this is unlimited, right? You can build any type of content with this. It can be social posts, it can be landing page copy, it can be email series, it can be YouTube scripts, it can be a short story, essays, homework, anything, right? So, all it requires is, ask something, hit enter, and then you have the options here below. But let me just show you some of the examples that I've been just toying around with, creating a social media post. Just to give you an example, like the bare bones, I want to create. The assistant helps you basically, give you data fields that they'll need to then process to then help you create the social post, right? So, what type of medium platform, purpose, topic, or subject. That's funny that comes up. Preferred tone and any additional details, right? So, and then just hit submit. And then, just to give you an example of this is kind of a demo, but you can then take, from this chat, this is a chat history, right? So you can say, build an article if you want to. Instead of doing it through the traditional means of our generation, you actually could build it right here. And then, for example, you could then prompt it after it's done to help you build social posts for each of the platforms to post, right? So, it really opens up a lot of things directly, in the history. Again, this is all a history-based memory chat, right? So you can just continue to build on it and save it down, come back to it, and continue to build that way. So it's really interesting. We're going to have a lot more features here soon. But, just to give you more ideas of what you can do, social media posts. So, you can feed it context of who you want to try to mimic. You can scrape Twitter, for example, of your favorite profile, feed it in here via, attach a file, CSV, however you want to feed it in, and have it replicate that profile for you and create 30 posts for you for the upcoming month, right? So I think I did that in this one. So a lot of, it really opens things up in terms of how you can build. The best comparison is the UX of ChatGPT, but obviously we have the additional models. And then what's coming next with chat is pretty interesting as well. This is where we'll layer in the opportunity to chat with, obviously our assistant, but kick off additional ways to build content, right? So you could ask it actually to kick off a bulk article generation here, and it would start in your automatically in the way, the bulk article generation happens, and it will kick off that way, right? So it's just really another interface in terms of your experience with using Cuppa. It unleashes what you can do with Cuppa. It's no longer, again, just single article SEO optimized content. Anything, any type of content, just prompt it in here very simply, and it will instruct you how to build it, and then ultimately build it for you. So yeah, pretty exciting. Let me just move this here, hide here, go back to main app. So again, you can find that right here, create with chat. And also in single article generation, it will show you each of these, which will direct into chat. By the way, you can do any of these in chat as well. Obviously, these are templates, but feel free to give these a try in chat as well, because it does work. And so that's it for chat. There's definitely more features coming soon. I know it might seem basic, but trust me, once you hop in and start pinging the assistant, you'll see how this is going to evolve, which is pretty exciting. Next, I'm going to do a quick video after this one here about our new API and webhooks. I'm going to show you a example of how I've created through the webhooks and the API, basically a way to build content directly from a Slack channel. So if you're like me, you have 15 different Slack workspaces, each with their own channels. I now have one that's just dedicated towards content builds through Cuppa. So I'll just give it a command and give it a keyword and select the model and select the preset, and that's it. And just generate it, anywhere. I have Slack on mobile, so anytime I have inspiration, it will kick off automatically directly in Slack and end up in your generated content. So the REST API webhooks, really, so just like chat, it kind of opens up where you can send and how you can build with Cuppa. Think of those fancy N8N workflows that you see everywhere. Same idea here. You can really just dig into our REST API and webhooks and build with the backbone of Cuppa as the content generator for you. And real quick, but documentation is here just in our learn.cuppa.ai. So anyway, give create with chat a try here. You can do anything with it. There's a few power users that already have probably better tutorials than I have currently, but it really just stressing one last time. It just opens up what you can do with Cuppa. It doesn't have to be just single article, bulk article, anything anymore. Now we are taking it to pure content. It can be any type of content. So it's exciting to get this first version out. I'm sure we're going to have new ones coming in June here. And I'll definitely notify everyone via email and also push more and more YouTubes to hopefully help you guys understand how you can build with Cuppa.